This is our third recording about first home buyers and getting financing. We already went through the strategies before and the sources, but now we want to go through first home buyers. So if you're a first home buyer and you're renting, you're making some landlord pay down their mortgage with your rent payments. Well, wouldn't it be nice to have a plan to be able to own that property? So think about doing some kind of creative financing as a first home buyer. So the first one is a land contract or contract for deed. Um, this is a good way to get on the property ladder because you can refinance these land contracts, and it's not as hard to refinance the land contract than getting a first mortgage as a first home buyer through FHA. Second way is a rent to own or a lease with option. Um, you can lease the property and then have an option to buy as long as you're in there for 12 months or more and make those payments on time and have an option to buy. You should be able to get a mortgage easier than getting it with an FHA first home buyer. Subject to and land trust, we covered that in the strategies, but it's basically taking over some existing financing and owning the property and getting the deed, and that means you own it. So you might want to just make payments on that property and then work on your credit and be able to perhaps refinance that down the road. Now, banks, there's some solutions with banks. There's FHA, which is 3.5% down, and there's local city-state programs. So take a look at, do your investigation with that if you are going to be ready to be able to get permanent financing through FHA or your local city-state programs. So this is a quick video. If you are a first home buyer, we teach you on how to negotiate with the seller if you're a first home buyer through these types of financing through land contract, lease with option, subject to land trust or banks. Thanks again for listening to this short video on creative financing for real estate investors with first home buyers.